And then we got to make sure we clean up the penalties, took points off the board, which you can't do, and then the big plays. Got to clean that up. Anyways, time's yours.
We'll go first to Sam Mellinger. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Andy, you just mentioned a couple of the problems today, but just I don't know if you think in these terms, but generally speaking, how much of the problems that you saw today were things that you've seen, even in this 4-0 start, and how many of them were new?
Oh, we hadn't had all these penalties, so I mean that part was new, and then we really haven't given up that many big plays. So I mean those things, we just got to make sure we clean that up. I mean when you kind of narrow it down, that's the problem. And I could have put our offense in a better position that second half. That didn't take place. We weren't able to move the ball very well. So I've got to look at that too.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Andy, I'm just wondering from an offensive standpoint, was there any sort of adjustments that the Raiders made that you felt impacted your guys' play on offense in the second half?
I didn't think so. I thought it was basically the same stuff they were doing the first half. We just it didn't work. I mean, what we were calling. So you go back and you got to look at that.
Let's go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Andy. Going to follow up a little bit on what Sam asked a minute ago about whether the things you've seen were new. Do you feel like a lot of what you're seeing is fixable, correctable easily, or are these things going to take some time to work through maybe?
Well, I think penalties, you got to you can correct those. And then the big plays, you can correct those. We got to take care of business there. We got to get, we've got to get in the rhythm the second half, do a better job there off of this game. And offensively, I thought the defense stepped up and did a nice job. I thought the offense, we struggled just a little bit the first few possessions, and you got to take care of that.
Let's go next to Herbie. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Coach, the decision to go with Rashad Fenton to start the second half, was that because Ward was limited with the hand injury, or you just wanted to get a little bit more out of Fenton at that spot?
Yeah, his hand was bothering him a little bit. We decided we'd go, on third down with him and use him there. And then, Breland, this is his first game back, so we kind of moved him around a little bit too.
Let's go next to Blair Kirkhoff. Go ahead, Blair.
Andy, the pass defense came into the game top 3 in the NFL. When the Raiders went over the top a couple times in the second quarter, what did you see as the breakdowns?
Yeah, listen, I mean, they got behind us, and I'll look at the tape and see exactly what went on there. But I would say a couple of them we were just beat, and then other ones I'm not sure we were doing the right things. But that's how these things go when you have big plays on you. So
next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Coach, I know it's a next man up thing, but how much did you feel like you guys did miss Osemele both in getting Clyde established and then later in the game protecting Pat?
Yeah, I don't think listen, I mean, he's a good football player, so I don't want to take anything away from him. But I don't think that was the primary reason we weren't moving the football. So either the run or the pass. I mean, we all had our problems there. So that's part of it.
Got time for a couple more. We'll go Sam and then Todd. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Andy, the Raiders seem to bring a physical presence, both offense and defensively up front. Were you pleased with the way – did you feel like you guys were able to match that intensity up front?
Well, listen, I thought we came back I presume you're saying both sides of the ball. I thought offensively, we probably could have done a better job there when it was all said and done. But and then defensively, I thought they probably got the better of us the first half, and then second half, I thought for the third quarter we did a pretty good job stepping up. We've got to put something together offensively to keep the defense, at least balanced or off the field.
We'll go last to Todd Lebo. Go ahead, Todd.
Hey, Coach, can you just take us through the decision on whether to kick a deep or onside kick? I know it's tough to get the onside kicks now. And also, we saw a report that someone in your facility had tested positive. Again, just how touch and go was it to have a game? And I don't even know if they've told you you're supposed to be playing next Monday now at like 4 p.m. against Buffalo. Just kind of take us through kind of all that stuff that's happening with the virus stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, we know there are going to be issues. And so you do the best you can. And then if there's a problem, you shut things off and make sure that you isolate. And so I think we did a pretty good job with all that. And, as far as the Buffalo thing goes, we know that things are going to happen. So you got to do that. As far as the onside kick goes, I thought we had time. So I chose not to do it.